What's up everyone, welcome back to M-Falcon Gaming. For this one, we're going to be doing a raid guide video on the newest legendary, Giratina. So, getting right into it, Giratina is a ghost dragon type Pokemon with a max CP of 3379. This is its altered form, and the stats for that: attack 187, defense 225, stamina 284. So a little more tank, not as much damage, but you will see when we get to the moves, even if it did have better damage, it's not going to deal a whole lot. If it had a better attack stat, it wouldn't deal a whole lot of damage. As far as its weaknesses, we have Dark, Dragon, Fairy, Ghost, and Ice. Those are single weaknesses, no double weakness there. We have resistance of normal and fighting 2 times, and then bug, electric, fire, grass, poison, water. Just normal resistances. We have a max CP at level 20, 1931, and then at level 25 with a windy or I believe foggy. Yep, foggy or windy weather boost will be 2414. Pretty high numbers, pretty good stuff there. So now let's go look at the moves for Giratina. Alright, so looking at the moves for Giratina, and I do have to note on Pokemon Go Hub, I had to switch over to the origin form to get the stats for the moves, but it should be the same no matter which form you have for Giratina. The fast moves, Shadow Claw and Dragon Breath, and charge moves, Dragon Claw, Ancient Power, and Shadow Sneak. So right off the bat, Shadow Claw, probably its best fast move. Very, very good there. Gets the stab bonus. Same thing with Dragon Breath. It's not as good, but it still does the job. The charge moves, this is where unfortunately Giratina lacks a little bit. Shadow Sneak is not very good. 60 damage, 3 bar, charge move. So you can get a lot of them off, but it's so small in damage, you're not really dealing a whole lot. Shadow Sneak is just not very good, unfortunately. Dragon Claw, same thing. It's 3 bar, 60 damage. It's alright, and I think these will be good moves when it comes to PvP, when you just need to keep essentially spamming the move as much if they keep the battle system the same. But if we get some kind of change, then these moves might not be as good. But for what they are right now, unless we can put legendaries and gyms, these aren't moves you're really going to be too concerned with. Probably don't even really have to TM Giratina unless if you're looking for certain moves for whatever reason. I guess you could go double ghost, double dragon, just because. Nothing is too scary as far as these moves. With a windy boost, Dragon Claw can be pretty powerful, and it does knock out a lot of the counters pretty easily, which we'll go over next. But other than that, it's not going to be a difficult Pokemon to take on. So we'll get into that when we go into the counters, which will be right now. Alright, so heading over to Pokebattler for the counters for Giratina. I have it set up just like I always do. Extreme Weather, no friend boost, unknown moves, just to get an overall feel on what the best counters are. And right away, you're going to notice dragon types up top. Rayquaza, double dragon move. Salamence, double dragon move. Gengar right behind them at 3, but then picks up with Dragonite with Outrage and Dragon Tail. Mewtwo, non-dragon, and then Latios, Dragon Breath, Dragon Claw. So the top 6, 4 of them, excuse me, are dragon type Pokemon. That's what you're going to want to use against Giratina, no matter the move set. Now, if you don't have these guys, you can, again, go towards Gengar to Mewtwo, but you have to be careful. Giratina can have Shadow Claw and its ghost move, Shadow Sneak, which again isn't a high damage move, but it will still deal super effective damage to Gengar and Mewtwo. So you're gonna have to be careful, choose your counters wisely. As far as outside that top 6, some secondary counters: Tyranitar with double dark move, Absol double dark move, Latias with Dragon Breath and Outrage, still viable. Bayonet, Shadow Claw, Shadow Ball, like seeing that. Sharpedo always seems to make his way into certain raids. Alakazam, Psycho Cut, and Shadow Ball. And we'll just stop at 16. Executor, Alolan Executor with double Dragon moves. Houndoom, double Dark. Ice moves from Jinx. Normally we would see Jinx show up when it comes to dragons, but I think with the ghost typing, it kind of takes her out a little bit. And finally, Gardevoir with Confusion and Dazzling Gleam. So hopefully this gives you an idea of what Pokemon you can use against Giratina. I'll wrap up the video with showing the team I'm using currently to battle Giratina, and then I'll give my final thoughts there. Alright, so let's take a look at the team I'm going to be running against Giratina. So pretty simple. 3 Dragonites, 3 Rayquazas. The first Dragonite has Draco Meteor. I like putting him up front. Draco Meteor does a lot of damage in one big shot. You might be able to get 2 off, but you really want to save the 2-bar or 3-bar charge move Pokemon towards the middle and end of the raid, just so you're constantly dealing more damage at a faster pace. So the first Dragonite has a Draco Meteor, and then the last 2 have Outrage, still very good on Dragonite. Rayquaza is the best against Giratina, so I have it at the end. My biggest one at the very last one, just to last a little bit longer. These both have double dragon moves, so very straightforward there. This is a pretty good team against even the dragon type moves that Giratina has, besides it being windy, because that will boost the dragon moves. And I'm telling you, when I did it, a lot of them got knocked out pretty easily. So you will be using the revives if you go to dragon route as far as countering Giratina. Again, you can make another team and kind of match up where if it's a ghost type move, if it's a ghost move Giratina, maybe you go dragon. If it's dragon, you go ghost with your Mewtwo's, your Gengars. But either way, you're going to be fine. Giratina does not take a lot of trainers. This is actually surprisingly a very easy legendary to beat. 4 or 5 should do it comfortably, no problem. There's videos of people doing it with 3, and there is, I think there's another video of someone doing it just 2. So that tells you this is a pretty easy legendary to do if you have the right counters. That's the most important part. These dragon type counters are the best overall. So if you have these, power them up, TM them to the right moves, and you'll be just fine going up against Giratina. Thanks for checking it out, guys. Be sure to like, subscribe if you're new, and hit the bell icon to get notified for whenever I make a new video. All right, I'll see you next time. Take care.